Ah, my little fledglings, I will tell you the story of how the light was freed. For as long as I could remember, there was no light. At all times of the day, the sky was dark as coal. I, Raven in particular, hated it. I couldn't see where I was going, find food, or shelter. Then, on the gloomiest, darkest, blackest night of all, I detected a faraway glow. Following it, I came upon a humongous wood cabin. It was the cabin of the great Sky Chief. I overheard the Sky Chief and his daughter arguing about letting the light free. I whispered to myself, "That man doesn't know what he has." Suddenly, the girl emerged from the cabin. She walked to the river to get her water. I knew this was my chance. I transformed into the tiniest pine needle and carefully floated into her water bucket. Of course, since it was dark outside, she didn't notice me as I slipped through. I floated through her throat and past a puddle of acid. Don't get me started on that. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry about that. Now, where was I? Oh yes, I remember now. Once in her stomach, I found a nice warm spot and eventually transformed again into a new baby raven. I had a beak-like nose, long black hair, and some feathers here and there. Even though I was an odd-looking child, my mother and grandfather loved me so. The Sky Chief delighted in me as I grew. Eventually, I could talk and, of course, ask for the box of light. "Grandfather, may I please play with the box of light?" He gave me the large box because of his love for me. Soon I had let out the stars. "Grandfather, may I please play with the box of light?" I demanded the smaller box, but he gave to me the medium-sized box. Much to his dismay, I had let out the moon. There was only one box left. "Raven child, I cannot give you the smallest box. And if you ever touch it, you will be in big, big trouble." Sky Chief's daughter pushed away her father and threw me the box. In the nick of time, I transformed into my bird self. With my talons, I grabbed the sun before the Sky Chief could catch me. He also changed into his bird self. When I was miles away, I heard someone threatening me, and it was the eagle. He threatened, "I will eat you up, little bird, and when I do, I will take back the stars, the moon, and the sun." We flew over mountains and valleys, but soon the Sky Chief weakened and went back. I flew across the great Pacific Ocean and towards land to throw the sun onto the horizon. Then I went back to our homeland, which is now known as Alaska. There may have been an easier way to do this, but who cares? I did it, so it doesn't matter anymore. So now, my little fledglings, you too know the story of how I, the most craftiest creature in the world, brought the light.